The lifestyle that you sell is the lifestyle of your customer or the lifestyle that they want to live. So even for example, like a brand like Cortez, like their community is based off of people that are YNs or want to be YNs. The British YNs. What do you call them? BYNs? Cortez, they literally target audience is BYNs, British young niggas. People that want to wear, you know, Nike Tech, ski masks, stuff like that. That's their target audience. What's going on, y'all? It's Chai. If you guys do not know me, I am a clothing brand owner as well as an e-commerce consultant that helps scale multiple brands to 6 figures. You know what I'm saying? Both of my brands have made it above 6 figures and are working on the way towards 7 figures. And I've been doing e-commerce clothing brand specifically for 1,002 days. And this is what I've learned. These are 40, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all 30, you know, truths. I'm gonna give y'all 30 truths from what I've learned for 1,000 days of running a clothing brand, e-commerce. You know, a lot of this stuff, you know, goes hand in hand. A lot of this stuff goes hand in hand from my clothing brand and the skills that I've learned from selling clothes. I'm able to translate that into other niches. So the first thing that I want to tell y'all, bro, and this is like the biggest thing, because you got to know who the hell you're selling to, bro. Be divisive, bro. Be divisive. You have to be calculated, and everything that you're doing in this e-commerce, you have to have a reason behind it, a person for it. You understand what I'm saying? A niche. So the simplest way to put it is a niche, bro, but it's way more complex than that. Be divisive. Know exactly what your customer wants. Know exactly what they eat, exactly when they go to sleep. Like, know things about them, know things about your customers a normal business owner wouldn't know, and I promise you can make the best products for them. That's one thing. You need to know what your customer wants, what they like, and how you can deliver that to them. You understand what I'm saying? So truth number 2, you need influencers, bro. You need brand characters. You need brand mascots. For me, one of my brand mascots, shout out to bruh, was Lil Tyler. You understand? So having an influencer, somebody that can put a face to a brand, like LeBron, Nike. You see Nike, you got Kobe, LeBron, Jordan. These people, their faces relate to the brand. So use influencers, celebrities, and stuff like that to keep people engaged and paying attention to your brand. Every time they see that celebrity, they might think of the Gucci jacket that they wore. They might think of the Gucci shoes that they wore. You understand what I'm saying? Have a brand mascot. Work to have brand mascots. Like, not brand mascots, because they're real people. At the end of the day, no matter if you have 10 million followers or 1 follower, you bleed the same. Y'all real people. So not brand mascots. It's just the way that I, you know, said. These people are real people. Of course, they're gonna want money. Sometimes they want a relationship. Sometimes they might fuck with you just because they like the brand, bro. But they're gonna want something. You gotta give to receive. But one thing that you should keep in the back of your head, you do want influencers in your brand, because it puts, like I said, a brand to a face to a brand. Third truth, you want to create a community. Like, people will buy stuff, you know, on their own and stuff like that. People will be the first to buy, you know, a lot of times. But what really sells and what really is powerful and what have you have more so than a business but a brand is having a community. So you see, like, Nike hosts these run clubs all across the world probably every month, where people just get together, they all wear Nike gear, and they run and they work out, and that's what they do to build their community. Building a community is very important. Now, you can do that from going to events, you know, posting flyers, having places where your customers can meet up, and, you know, it's very, very a lot of ways to make a community. And if you guys are wondering how to do anything, or like you guys don't know where to start, use AI. They will give you a base blueprint of where your mind should be thinking and looking in the right places. So if you don't know what to do to build a community, first of all, join my community down below. I will be able to give you a few ideas for what you guys should do. Join my Discord down below. We are trying to help thousands of brand owners, you feel me, get free game, free sauce, and build a community and Meet each other, you know, because eventually we all gonna want to link up in Dubai one day and drive supercars and stuff like that. So if we're meeting each other from a Discord and working and building together, 5 people that you are around is exactly who you are. So build that network, get some rich friends, get some friends that want to do what you do, and join the Discord down below. All the links will be in the description. But let's move on to the 4th truth. Stop creating content all at once, bro. Take your time with content. Have different locations, different niches that you could niche down into. Let's say, boom, you have a women's collection and you have a men's collection coming out in one, you know, spring summer 2025 collection. For the women's, you might want to do that in a more women-centric area, so your brand identity for that collection can actually correlate with the products and the customers that you're trying to get the products to. You understand what I'm saying? Versus the men, you might want to do that in a more men-related, you know, background, scenery, stuff like that. Don't do all your content at once. And when you post every single day the same content and it's not blowing up, there's a reason for it. Do a little bit of content one by one so you can learn from each content session. You can learn from each time you upload how the content does. You can learn what your target audience wants. You understand what I'm saying? Like, bro, don't make content in bulk. Don't make 2 months of content in one day. Don't do it. Be consistent. Make content every week or maybe every couple of days, but post it fast. Don't rush it. Of course, get it edited, post it in a good amount of time so you can see how the feedback you're getting on that content, so you can either create more of it to continue growing, or you can stop making it and go back to the drawing board and come out with a new type of content. You understand what I'm saying? That's another thing, bro. Content is very, very, very important, bro. Truth number 5, make your content easy to produce, bro. That's one thing that's very important, bro. Make your content easy to produce and still have an emotional, you know, connection to your customer. Because look, as much as we try to have these big shoots, you understand me, like go on these trips to the mountains, Aspen, and shoot in the snow and do stuff that Ditch.LA do and stuff that, you know, these big brands do, Hellstar do. But when you're at a smaller point, bro, you don't have the money to invest into that, so you have to be creative. How can I have the biggest effect on my customer? How can I have them relate to my brand in the biggest way, you know, with the resources that I have? Those are some of the things that you have to brainstorm, and this video isn't a step-by-step on how to do each thing. It's actually just to get your mindset in the right place so you can be a successful brand owner. And some of the things that I've learned from, like I said, 1,002 days of me running a brand. One brand, 2 brands, 3 brands. I run 3 brands on my own personal accord. Of course, I've e-commerce consulted for dozens on dozens of brands, of course. But in terms of running them and actually being full invested into it, waking up thinking about it, my brands, this is just the things that I've learned from my 1,002 days. Set community challenges for your community. You understand what I'm saying? Like when somebody's scrolling down Instagram and they see like a challenge, all they've been doing is entertaining themselves, you know, scrolling on Instagram, blah, 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 blah. When they see a challenge, something for them to do, something for them to achieve, something for them to get rewarded from, like giveaways. There's a lot of different ways you can do customer challenges, you know, but just giving them a reward, whether that reward be a free item or a free trip to go, you know, check out the business, or, you know, just give somebody a community experience that they'll never forget. And I promise you, they will be a customer forever, or either a very, very long time, depending on what you do to that customer from that point on. But if you give people an experience, a challenge, you give somebody an opportunity to participate in challenges, bro. You know what I'm saying? That require them, like, so for example, like you could do a challenge that post your best picture in your hoodie. You understand what I'm saying? So everybody's gonna see everybody posting this hard ass hoodie, like you reposting them and stuff like that, and they'll be like, oh, I want to participate in the challenge, but look, I don't have this brand's hoodie, so I gotta buy the hoodie to do, you know. It's all a psychological thing. People want to feel a part of something. People want to feel a part of a group. So if you're able to give them that feeling, I promise you they'll stick around with your brand, and they'll be a returning customer, and they'll become a part of your community. Lesson number 8 or 7 or 8. I think it's 8 or 7. Bro, analyze your most loyal customers, bro. If you're not like sure about your brand identity or nothing like that, look at your most loyal customers. Look at their Instagram. Look at go on your Shopify. Look at what they order. Look at that. Because that will break down your exact target audience. The person that is the most loyal to you is the person that loves your brand the most. You make your brand pretty much for them. That's how they feel. It's for me. Like, that's why it's their favorite. That's why they're the most loyal. You see what I'm saying? But if you're unsure, bro, look at your top 5 most loyal customers, and that is your target audience. Look at what they like. Look at what they post. Make content like that. Make clothes like that. I promise you, they're niche because there's more than just those 5 people that like stuff like that. Of course, there's a reason why they follow these Instagram theme pages and stuff like that with thousands of followers, thousands of people similar to them. Make content that relates to your target audience, and I promise they will buy. Bro, like, if you have a cooking brand, there should be no reason in hell you are making gun videos. I'm sorry. There's no reason in hell. It doesn't correlate at all. You have these moms that are baking, and you're doing something completely masculine, like shooting guns at targets. Like, if that makes sense. But make sure your content aligns with your target audience. And if you do not know what your target audience is, look at your 5 most loyal customers. Lesson number 9. Bro, build relationships with people. Whether that be influencers, whether that be other brand owners, whether that be, people in the field, ad managers, anybody, bro. Bro, build relationships. Instead of like, and you can even DM your customers, bro. You can even DM your customers, but be actively reaching out. Don't be a Playboy Cardi type of nigga and not reach out to nobody and, you feel me, feel like you better than everybody. Reach out. Even reach out to your customers. If you don't know what you should drop next, ask your customers. Yo, what do you want to see next from the brand? Just get opinions. You understand? Like, I feel like so much people are so caught up with feeling like they're better than everybody, they're better than their customers, that they can't serve their customers the right way, and that's why their businesses can't grow, because they don't put their customers first. They put themselves first. They put their ego first. They want to feel like, oh, I created everything and I deserve all the respect, and fuck these customers. I don't care how they feel. Just give me your money. And those are the businesses that aren't going to last long. I promise you. You got to serve the people feeding your pockets. You got to serve the people paying your bills. That's how these businesses stay open for so long. But on to the next lesson. Bro, before I go on to the next lesson, build relationships. Build relationships. Relationships in the DMs is very important. Text your customers, text influencers, text other brand owners. Join the Discord. Bro, anything to connect with other people and bounce off ideas. Eventually, bouncing off enough ideas, you're going to come up with one that's going to make you $1 million. I promise you. I promise you. It's just all about if you take action on that idea. But without further yapping, because I'm going a little too far into this one, because it relates a lot to me. But on to the next truth. Number 10, bro. Bro, you got to sell a lifestyle, not just a product. And I know that's cliche. And I know y'all probably hear that all the time on y'all Instagram theme pages about clothing brands and e-commerce. But you have to sell a lifestyle, not a brand. And that goes back to the content thing I was saying, bro. The lifestyle that you sell is the lifestyle of your customer, or the lifestyle that they want to live. So even, for example, like a brand like Cortez, their brand is filled of, like, their community is based off of people that are YNs or want to be YNs. The British YNs. What do you call them? BYNs? I don't know. BYNs. Cortez. Cortez. They literally target audience is BYNs. British young niggas. People that want to wear, Nike Tech, ski masks, stuff like that. That's their target audience. You understand that drill wave, stuff like that. Their influencers are British drill rappers. You understand what I'm saying? Those are the people that their target audience looks up to. So they're going to create that type of content. They're going to give it to those type of people, and they're going to post in their clothes. And that shows the lifestyle. All right, boom. I want to be like a drill rapper. I'm going to wear what the drill rappers wear. Boom, you give your brand to a drill rapper. Your drill rapper wears it. You advertise, you market it. It's gonna attract your target audience. You see what I'm saying? Boom. But that, y'all know that, bro. That's one of the most cliche things. But if y'all are very beginning the brand, y'all might not know that. But I had to put that in there because as much as cliche it is, it's very, very important. And y'all should take that very, very serious, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Build a lifestyle. Sell a lifestyle, not a brand. Sell a lifestyle, not a brand, bro. That's very important, bro. Truth number 11, post consistently. Now, posting consistently doesn't have to mean you post every day, but when you post, just know that your customers, your target audience, should know when you posting. You're so consistent that they know that you posting on Tuesday at 9 p.m. They know that you posted on Saturday at 7 p.m. They know that you posted on Tuesday at 6 p.m. They know it. So be consistent so your target audience, your customers, your subscribers, whatever, blah, 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 blah. People that follow you know when you're coming out with stuff. So they're prepared. It becomes like a routine for them to see your brand. And your brand becomes a routine for them. You understand what I'm saying? Be consistent. If you want to post every day, but be consistent at it. Don't stop. You better have 365 videos posted every year. If you be consistent. Or if you post it every other day, you better have, 183 videos posted every day. If you post every 2 days, that was quick maths. On to the next truth. Truth number 12. Use what you have, bruh. Use what you have for content creation. Use what you have for everything, bro. Out of this 1,000 days of me running this brand and me owning the brand and me learning about clothing brands and e-commerce in general, using what I had has been the most beneficial thing to me. And that sounds obvious, bruh, but a lot of y'all are caught up on what y'all don't have. Oh, I don't have a label printer. Oh, I don't have a light. I don't have a camera. Oh, I don't have. Use what you have, because the things that you have will get you to where you need to be to buy the things that you want. I promise you. Using what you have will get you to where you want to be to buy the things that you want. So you might not have the best gear. You might not have an iPad to go on Procreate. You might just have a school laptop. But use what you can use. Use your resources you have, because that is what's gonna take you far in this world. How adaptable you are. How you're able to adapt to certain situations. How you're able to move on a dime. Are you pro-reactive? Are you proactive or are you reactive? You understand what I'm saying? Being proactive is somebody that is actively, ready for something. If you are proactive, if you're actively ready for something, and you are reactive, you're able to adapt to a situation as well. Bro, you about to be unstoppable. You damn near unstoppable. So those are two things that you should work on, bro, in life, bro. Using what you have, being adaptable, and seeing what you have and making the most out of it, bro. But that's enough for that truth, bro. On to the next truth. Truth 13. Lucky number 13, bro. Lucky number 13. And I can't stress this enough, bro. You want to have every social media, of course, but you really want to focus down on one platform the most. Preferably the one that's paying, or that's getting you the most customers. Focus on that one platform, and then once you got that platform built up, 10K. Boom, you tell all these 10K people, go follow my X account, go follow my Twitter. Yo, go follow my Threads. Yo, go follow my Snapchat. Yo, go follow my YouTube. You want to build up one thing first and get these people to move from platform to platform to platform to platform. That's going to be the easiest way to do it, because if you spending all your time spread so thin trying to make content for Twitter, trying to make content for Instagram, trying to make content for YouTube, trying to make content for Snapchat, it's not gonna be as beneficial, as fruitful as if you were to focus on one thing and then transfer your audience from that one thing to the next thing, to the next thing, to the next thing, blah, 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 blah. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if your thing is Instagram and you getting all the views on Instagram, focus on Instagram. Of course, repost your content to other platforms, but make content for Instagram, right? Post it on Instagram. It does well on Instagram. You have TikTok, or TikTok, Instagram real similar. All right, let me just post this on Instagram. Let me just post this on TikTok. Let me just post this on YouTube Shorts, just because the video is already made. But focus on one platform. Of course, have every platform. Have every platform. You might as well. But focus on one. Be very consistent in one, and that will pay off. And have the other platforms build themselves. If you get what I'm saying. Hey, that's about it for the video. But I appreciate all y'all watching the video. Go ahead, leave a like, comment, subscribe on the page if you fuck with me. If you don't fuck with me, don't subscribe. If you fuck with the video, go ahead, leave a like, you know, drop some of your opinions down below. But that's been it for this video. I'm gonna go ahead and catch y'all on this one. We out.